Some men used to test waters. They want to know whether this person is good with this kind of moves. You start sending some sexual explicit messages and everything, and you are silent or you are laughing it off, they will start going deep. 5 ways to protect yourself from sexual violence. Sexual violence is something that is prevalent in our society today. It happens in schools, it happens in churches, it happens in offices, in different places you cannot think of. And victims of this sexual violence, especially women, some of them, they don't know practical ways they can use to do what? Prevent this from occurring. Because some of them might not actually happen at that very point it happened. It might be some kind of build up of certain levels or stages before the actual violence happens. So one of it is trusting your instinct. Your instinct is your first defense. Once something is too good to be true, it is actually your instinct telling you to be very careful about the situation. For instance, you see a man on the road, the man will be like, wow, what a beautiful girl you are. You are waiting on the road. Let me give you a lift. If your mind is not at peace with him, don't enter that car. Or a guy will just meet you and be like, wow, beautiful girl, can I have your number? Blah, 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 everything. See, my dear friends, if you see that this particular person doesn't want to have your contact because your instinct will tell you, please don't silence that inner voice. It is very, very important for you to note this. The second thing you should do to prevent yourself from sexual violence is to use basic self-defense. It's not like you should go and learn karate or learn some kind of crazy moves. No. Self-defense could be like you are going to a place and you feel like this place you might be harassed sexually. You put a pepper spray in your pocket. If something happens, something fishy happen in the way, you just pull it up and spray the person the pepper. You can use a very simple self-defense, like the person grab you from the back. You stamp on his feet. You elbow his stomach, or you do some simple things. If it's from the front, you can find a way to hit his prick, and he will start fighting for his own survival. Remember, don't stand there the moment you do such. You have to run away. Because when it comes to using basic self-defense, you are not actually doing it in order to fight the person. You are doing it in order to escape from that scene. The third one is to never go to places that is too risky and isolated. Maybe you went for a night class as a student, or you went for a church program. After everything, as you were returning, you discover that the street is so lonely and quiet. My dear, find a way to go back and get some friends to escort you. Don't go alone. Your instinct will be telling you this place is too lonely. Please don't proceed. So that is the most important one you should take note. The next one is to have emergency contact ready. Before you go for a night party or you go for something that is maybe that will take you for a long time before you return, or you want to visit a friend, you confine in a friend of yours or a family member, so that if anything happens in the process, you can immediately alert him or her so that they will come for your rescue. Don't just say nothing will happen. Confine in somebody. Have emergency contact ready. The last but not least is always know when to limit boundaries. Speak up when your boundaries are crossed. Some men used to test waters. They want to know whether this person is good with this kind of moves. You start sending some sexual explicit messages and everything, and you are silent or you are laughing it off, they will start going deeper. But the moment you scold the person, tell the person, see, stop this, I don't like it, the person will retrace his steps. But the moment you start giving the person the room to continue chatting and everything, that is when you have actually given the person the room to sexually harass you. Or maybe when you see some neighbors or friends start being touchy, that is act of sexual violence. Touching somebody without the person giving you the permission to do that, you are sexually harassing the person. That is basically how you can be able to detect it. The moment something like that start happening, this is an indication of sexual harassment. And the moment that harassment has been endured, you just give room for that. It will move from harassment to violence. Sexual violence is something that you have to be very careful with and know when to, and know what to, and know who to confide in when something of this nature happens. Thank you very much, and God bless you. See you in the next one.